60, right? And line number somewhere at the bottom, maybe. The last conversations are like he said about tin leg and does it hurt? Then he said, yeah, it's not tin that hurts. It's about the boys, people, their feelings. Because of their feelings, one may get hurt. So that is the last that we had discussed was only this, right? And and now, coming on to this one, Mr. Lamb says, and now, I mean, where the pin stops at the top, there is a question. So here Lamb says, no, then, in wet weather, it doesn't signify. Oh, that's something else they all say. Look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never cry and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. I haven't said it. And there is it. And think of all those people worse off than you. Think you might have been blinded or born deaf or have to live in a wheelchair or be trapped in your head and dribble. Dribble matlab hota hai कि like the saliva from the mouth drips down. That is called dribble. I think here what the change that we can notice over here is this guy, Derry, when talks to Mr. Lamb, so he says something about his leg, thin leg, and he says whether it hurts you or something like that. Like sometimes, yeah, any talk from your end, please just control. And he says, sometimes in some weather, especially in monsoon season or something like that, it hurts or it gets stuck up somewhere here and there. So here I think Derry gets an idea as if Mr. Lamb is, he gets a little nervous or upset because of that kind of illness. So he then consoles him and says, you just think of those people who have even worse kind of situation than yours. You only suffer from, being handicapped by leg, but not everything is a problem for you. But in case of other people, that you see more problems are there. If you had been blind, if you had been deaf, if just like psychologically, if you had been disturbed and saliva would have been dripping from your mouth, if that had been the condition of yours. So here is you can say a bit of different opinion that is coming from Derry himself. While he himself earlier was saying about this, the whole world is a little cruel about him and all that. But when it comes for Lammy Lamb to be told something about it, so he as if tries to console him, as if tries to tell him, it's not a very bad luck. At least things are good for you. Then he says, and that's all true, and you know it. It won't make my face change. Lamb says, yes, of course it's all right. But he says about me, Derry, when he says about his own self, things are not going to change for me. They are just going to be the same. It won't make my face change. Do you know, one day a woman went by me in the street and I was at a bus stop and she was with another woman and she looked at me and she said, whispered only I heard her. And she said, look at that. That's a terrible thing. That's peace only a mother's good love. Then I think here this fellow Derry is trying to tell Mr. Lamb it's not so your and my situations are the same. You are different, differently handicapped, and my case is different. I heard people comment on my face. I heard people comment on my, dreary looking. And there was a time when he was standing there at a bus stop, and one woman was there, another woman joined her, and then they had talked, and that talk was something about this fellow Derry himself. And she said, hey, look at that terrible thing. Only a mother can love that face. This means nobody else in the world can have any affection for this kind of face, terrible face. Lamb says, so you believe everything you hear then? Say, you only heard it. It does not mean it was just for you. It could have been for somebody else. It could have been about something else also. But as you are saying, so it is possible that there may be something different. So he says, you start to believe anything that you hear, because it's not that whatever we heard is always the truth. there can be something else than the hearing. Even sometimes what we see, we cannot even for sure say is the only truth. Things can be again different. So what need to be there, why those things were said and why those things appeared something like that. So unless those things become clear for us, we for sure cannot say if those things actually happened. But he says, you hear this means everything. Derry says it was cruel, it was so bad. It was and exactly about me. So I could understand. Then maybe not meant for such. Just something said between them. Only I heard it. I heard. Nobody else was there. Only I heard it. It was meant for me. And in that, the only thing you ever heard everyone say in your life, oh no, I have heard a lot of things. See, Mr. Lamb, don't tell me Mary's opinion. Mr. Lamb, you don't tell me that I had mistaken. Or those women were talking something about something else. It was not so. They were talking about me, and I have heard many people say many things. Oh no, I have heard a lot of things. So now you keep your eyes shut, or keep your ears shut, because you have heard a lot of things people say. So people go on saying, you have no control over them. You have nobody able to control them. You shut your ears. The ध्यान नहीं देना. Okay? You shut your ears. Oh no, you are peculiar, Derry says. You are peculiar. You say peculiar things. You are strange. You are very strange. You are a strange fellow. You say very strange things. You ask questions. I don't understand. कुछ ऐसी बातें बोलते मुझे समझ में नहीं आती है. I like to talk, he says. I like to talk, have company. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to stop here at all. The gate is open. Yes, but I have a hive bee behind those trees over there. Some hear bees and they say bees buzz. But when you listen to these to bees for a long while, they hum, and hum means sing. I hear them singing, my bees. But I like it here. I came in because I liked it. When I looked over the wall, if you had seen me, you would not have come in. No. It would have been trespassing. Trespassing is something like encroaching. Okay? Then, जब घुसपैठ करना ना, जबरदस्ती entering somebody's land without one's permission is trespassing. And that's not why I don't like being near people when they stare, when I see them being afraid of me. You could lock yourself up in the room and never leave it. There was a man who did that, and he was afraid, you see, of everything in this world. A bus might run over him, or a man might, breathe the deadly germs onto him, or a donkey might kick him to death, or lightning might strike him down, or he might love a girl and girl might leave him, and he might slip on a banana skin and fall, and people who saw him would laugh their heads off. So he went into this room and locked the door and got into his bed and stayed there forever. For a while. Okay. Now let me just explain to you this part. Of course, conversation now takes place here, is already going on between them. And Derry says something about your handicapness and all. Then from there, Derry says if you had been even worse, in a worse kind of situation, say if you had been blind or you had been in the wheelchair and all that, those things will take place. Then Derry gets back to that point. He quotes one incident. Once he was there at the bus stop, and two women were talking. So what they were talking, actually, they were discussing Derry's appearance, and they said, one of them said, of course in a low volume, but said, only a mother can love, nobody else can love such a horrible kind of face. Well, Derry could understand it was meant for him. Lamb was trying to convince him, not everything is meant to you. It can be for something else. It can be even something may not be even discussion on your face. But he says it's not so. I do know it's being so cruel of people, talking about me in such a bad way. So he says, see, you should have different perspective. Derry feels that Lamb is a little peculiar. He says strange things and all. Derry is of the opinion see, I would not have come over here, but because nobody was here, of course I did come. Therefore, this lamb says, had you seen me, I think you would have also not come. Well, maybe I would not have come because it would be just like trespassing. So, well, no problem, you can just go right now and you can just lock up there in the room of yours. Nobody will bother about you. You don't have to bother about anybody. He says, no, it's not like that. But Lamb says, of course, I'll tell you one story. There was a man who always locked up himself, and because he was afraid of everything, he was afraid of people, he was afraid of the running bus, he was afraid of even the donkey. It could be anything. That means you just name a thing, and he would be afraid of that. And because of that, he locked himself up. Then Derry is a bit curious about it, and he says, hey, is it not that, did he lock himself forever? No, for a while, Lamb says. Then what happened? A picture fell on the wall of his head and killed him. Then ultimately what happened? He was afraid of everything, of even that of his also. Ultimately, only one picture fell from the wall, hit him in the head, just died there itself. Oh, Derry laughs a lot. Well, it's so strange kind of thing. That means he tried to save himself from everything all around, even from the people and the things there on the roads and all. And ultimately, what happened? He died there in that home. So the point here is, I think maybe Derry must have understood it. It's such a stupid thing to get himself closed within the walls. The Lamb says, you see, but you still say peculiar things. Derry says, yeah, but all your talk is a little different. Mr. Lamb, peculiar to some, what do you do all day? Sit in the sun, read books. Then Derry asks him, Mr. Lamb, what does he do? So he says, I just sit in the sun, like we all do because of the winter season. He sits in the sun, then reads book. You thought it was an empty house, but inside it's full books and other things, full. Lamb says, you think that nobody stayed here? You must have thought that it's an empty house. It's not so. This house is full of books, and whenever there is sunlight, enough sunlight is there, I just go there and read my books. He says there are many books. It's all full with books. But there are these curtains at the window. Curtains, the many people in them. So Lamb says, I'm not fond of curtains, shutting things out, shutting things in. I like the light and the darkness and the windows open to hear the wind. See, here therefore, Mr. Lamb is peculiar. That's what Derry is noticing. Lamb is peculiar for many things. He doesn't behave like common people. For example, in people's house, the doors are not just kept open. Even the gate of their house, the compound is not kept open. Even the windows generally have curtains, but this man doesn't seem to have all those formalities because he thinks differently, because his opinion is entirely different, because he feels that let the sunlight come, let even the darkness also be seen, let at the same time the wind and the cool breeze come in, enter, and he feels even hearing the sound of the wind, and that's why I don't even close the things, I don't even put curtains on the window. Yes, I like that. There is a yeah. When it is raining, I like to hear it on the roof. Derry also says, so the clatter and the sound of the rain as it hits on the roof. I also feel like hearing that sound. So you're not lost, are you? Not altogether. You do hear things. You listen. So Lamb says, you also listen to certain things. You also are not lost in your general world. There are other things also to be happy about. Maybe even the nature itself. Maybe the atmosphere all around. Maybe the weather for a particular day. So even all those things are worth to be enjoyed. They talk about me downstairs when I am not there. That will we ever do? What will we ever do? What's going to happen to him when we are gone? Whoever will get on in this world looking like that. So what with that on this face, that's what they say. Lamb, Lord, boy, you have got 2 arms, 2 legs, and eyes and ears. You have got a tongue and a brain. You will get on the way you want, like all the rest. And if you choose and set your mind to it, you could get on better than all the rest. How? Same way as I do. Do you have any friends? Mr. Lamb says hundreds daily. But you live by yourself, that means you always live alone. You live by yourself in that house. It's a big house too. Friends everywhere, people come every day, knows me. The gate is always open, they come and sit here and in front of the fire, and kids come for the apples and pear and for toffee. I make toffee with honey, anybody comes. So have you? But I'm not a friend. Now here the point comes, one more thing. It is about more discussion about Mr. Lamb, whether he stays all alone. Of course, he stays all alone, but he goes on doing certain things. He then simply asks this fellow Derry, "Hey, do you have friends?" Derry asked. So Derry asked this question to Mr. Lamb, "Do you have friends?" Lamb says hundreds, and he definitely has that question. There are many, isn't it? Who just simply come and just come, just pass their time and all. Just a minute. Wait for a minute. Hello. Back again. Back again. And then that discussion about how many friends does he have. Of course, he has friends, and he says those many friends, hundreds are there. Those people who come, who in winter also, those who come, children who come here for apple, pear. Sometimes even I make toffees. Have you also come for toffees? This is what Mr. Lamb says. But I'm not a friend. Derry says, I'm not a friend, I'm not your friend. Certainly you are. So far I'm concerned. What have you done to make me think you are not? But Lamb says, you are my friend, otherwise I could not have thought about you. You should, that signify, what should that signify? Do I have to write all your particulars down and put them in a filling box, then before you can be a friend? I suppose not. No. Then you could tell me your name if you chose, and not. If you don't, you didn't. Dairy. Only it's direct. But I hate that. Dairy, if I'm your friend, you don't have to be mine. I choose that. Certainly, I might never come here again. You might never see me again, and then I couldn't still be a friend. Why not? How could I? You pass people in the street and you might even speak to them, but you never see them again. It doesn't mean they are friends. Doesn't mean they are enemies either, does it? No, they are just nothing. People. That's all. People are never just nothing. Never. They are some people I hate. That would do. That would do you more harm than any bottle of acid. Acid only burns your face. You cannot deny this part. That would do you more harm than any bottle of acid. Acid only burns your face. Only, there is only, like a bomb, only blip of my leg. So there is worse things can happen. You can burn yourself away inside. Okay. So after I would come home, one person said, you would have been better off for stopping in there, in the hospital. He would be better off with others like himself. She thinks blind people only ought to be with other blind people and idiot boys with idiot boys. Okay. Getting back to the explanation. Now this part as I read to you, so I'm asking something about making friends and all. So Derry says, I cannot be your friend. I never, you don't know me, something like that. So Lamb says, whether I will have to write all the details about you, who are you, what do you do, what is your name, where do you stay, all those things I must put them in the box, and if those things are suitable, only then should I consider you to be my friend. It's not like that. You just meet people on the way, you just talk to them, and you just become friends. But he says, Derry, no, no, no. They cannot be your friend. They can be just people, and all these people are only cruel. Then here, Lamb says, it's not so. People, once you meet them, that does not mean they are just gone from your life. They can be there with you. It is possible that, probable that you may not meet them again, but if you meet them sometime, maybe you would recall your friendship with them. So anybody can be your friend. And he says, you can just tell me your name. So, well, yes, my name is Derek. I like calling him Derry, and Derry is sufficient. He says, Derry, I don't like people. Then here Lamb corrects him and says, it should not be so. It is worse than the acid attack. Acid only burns faces. This means acid can have the external spoiled, but if you make it a kind of approach of yours towards life, maybe your life will be completely spoiled. Maybe internally you will get yourself hurt on and on, because your attitude towards life will turn out to be just like this. It's not so. But Derry says, it burns faces only faces. It's like a bomb. You see, like a bomb, my leg was blown off. So people said, I was live there among other handicapped people, like the blind people was live among blind people. I did not choose my life to be like that. And people with no legs altogether, that's right. What kind of a world would that be? At least there would be nobody to stare at you because you weren't like them. But there is, if you had been there with those people without legs, so there would not be anybody to stare at you like that. This is, correct logical, you can say, argument. But then his answer, I think, we will have to check. At least there will be nobody to stare at you because you weren't like them. But Mr. Lamb says, so you think you are just the same as all other people? People with burnt faces? Just by what you look like, everything is different. Everything is the same, but everything is different itself. Derry says, how do you make all that out? Watching, listening, thinking. Derry, I would like a place like this, a garden. It would be like a house with no curtains. Then Lamb says, the gate is always open. I think here, Mr. Lamb must have been able to convince Derry by getting him convinced that you should not have that narrow-minded, or you should not have preconceived notion about people that they cannot, make things good, or they are just always like that. If that had been the case, you also live in the society, and therefore you feel that people stare at you. Can you be there among those people who have burned themselves like that? Is it possible? No. So what need you do? You need to find certain things where there is possibility of something good. So like you can see good in something like I see here the grass. People call them wheat, and I can call it a wheat garden. People see these bees only buzz, but I call them hum, and I sing that. I therefore can hear the beautiful singing of these bees. Similarly, many things are there where the things could have been different. That's what I think must have touched Derry, and therefore Derry says, I would like this place, this kind of place, garden, where there are no curtains. There is nothing to hide. मतलब जो भी है सीधी सीधी बात है ना. Nothing to pretend and nothing to show off. Anything that you see is only real and natural. So Lamb says, who stops you? The gate is always open. You can always come over here. The gate is always open. But this isn't mine. Derry says, near the garden. Lamb says, everything is yours if you want it. So everything is all yours. Everything is yours if you want it. That's mine. Mine is everybody's. जो मेरा है वो सभी का है. So I could come here again. So Derry says, of course I'll come here again. Then of course. So I could come here again. Even if you were out, I could come here. So if it is so that if you give me the confidence that I can come here anytime and you tell me this garden is all mine. So even if you are not there, I will come here. I would like to come here. Then Lamb says, certainly you might find others here, of course. Oh, well, that didn't stop you. You needn't mind. Other people might also come if I am not there. You don't have to worry much about it. You should just be happy about it, and you just don't be worried about it. Again, it would stop them. They would mind me when they saw me here. They look at my face and run. Suppose other people come, they would look at me. They look at my face and they would run away from me. So, they might not. Oh, भाग सकते, maybe भाग सकते, can be both. You would have to take the risk. So would they? You have to take the chance. Face them. Maybe they might also have the courage, and they might also, come forward. They might also become friends with you. No, you would. You might have me and lose all your other friends because nobody wants to stay near me if they can help it. I have not moved. No. When I got down the street, the kids shout Lammy Lamb, but they still come into the garden, into my house. It's a game. They are not afraid of me. Why should they be? Because I am not afraid of them. That's why not. Did you get your leg blown off in the war? Certainly not. Let's understand one point here. Derry says, if you are not there, or even if you are there and you say, yeah, the children also come and go from here. So if they see me, they might run away from here. Mr. Lamb says, it's not so. It is possible that they may go, but it is also possible that they may not go. So what need you do is, you need to take a chance. Suppose that they would like to become friends with you. Derry says, it's possible that because they see me here, they might even go away from you. I think Lamb has a different opinion and says, it's not so. See, they tease me too. They call me Lammy Lamb, but I take it as a game. They come, they tease me, they go. I don't mind it, so it doesn't hurt me. Maybe the same approach actually he's trying to give it to Mr. Derry, telling him, Derry, you should not be always very much worried about, or always very much concerned about it. Things are okay. You can. Oh, there is a lot of things that we have learned. Okay, Derry says, how will you climb on the ladder and all? Lammy Lamb, they say. So did they get your leg blown off in the war? So बोले certainly. War में गया क्या तुम्हारा off? तो बोले हाँ. Derry, how will you climb on a ladder and get the crab apple down then? Because you are already injured, you are already handicapped. So how do you manage it, climbing the stairs and then getting the crab apples? How do you manage? Then he says, oh, there is a lot of things I have learned to do and plenty of time for it. Yes, I take it steady. So he says, there are so many things that I have learned and years have gone into it. So it's okay, not an issue, I have learned that. Derry, if you fell and broke your neck, you could lie on the grass and die. If you were on your own, I could. Derry says, suppose you just climb up and you just fall down, so someday you might even die all alone. हाँ हो सकता है, I could. You said I could help you, but Derry says, before some time you said I could help you. If you want to, अगर तुम help करना चाहो, so it is possible. But my mother will want to know where I am. It's 3 miles home. It is 3 miles home, 3 kilometers. I think he must have walked across the fields. I am 14, but they still want to know where I am. People worry. People fuss. Fuss मतलब show off करते हैं people. Fuss. Go back and tell them it's 3 miles. Then it's a fine evening. You have got legs. Once I got home, they would never let me come back. Once you got home, you would never let yourself come back. You won't know. You won't know what I could do. No, only you know that if I chose. And if you chose, yeah, just a minute. Just a minute, girl. I'm just ending. I would God, I can't tell you what to do. They can, some from somebody's house, this voice is being captured. Please see to it. No, not. Let's see to it that no voice comes from.
सर सिस्टर सिस्टर फाइटिंग हो रही है सर दक्षिता सुकवाल के घर पे फुल सिस्टर फाइटिंग माहौल सर
Including Adil. Please keep mum. I'll just end up this part. And otherwise, also next class is about to start for you people. He says, which stays out? Who is?
Sir, you can mute her.
Yeah, I just check. I cannot mute.
सर आप म्यूट नहीं कर सकते सर वहां से वो माइक म्यूट करेंगे जब भी होएगा सर
Yes. Just listen one part of it. I think Dakshita,
दक्षिता दक्षिता
Dakshita.
दक्षिता बोल रहा
Dakshita, from your end, I hear some unwanted noises coming out. Good. That means you were not paying attention and just simply putting the mic, your camera on and you are just present here. Don't do like that. Okay, I'm just ending up this part. I'm just telling you, there is a kind of friendship formed between these two, dairy and lamb. And dairy says, of course, you would be, coming over here, but he would have to tell his parents that he would be going 3 miles away. Their lamb says, yeah, because people are concerned about us. Well, no, it's not like that. They just fuss, मतलब show off करते हैं करके. But it's not so. Actually, it is dairy has become a little negative about things, and he feels that if people just only show off the things, but according to lamb, it's not so. It is never always like that. Okay, I'm just a minute. I'll end from something, and I will take your attendance now quickly. Okay, I'm just taking your attendance. It is roll number 3 is there, 4, 5, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, then 17, then 20, then 25, 28, 30, 32, 39, 40, 44 and 45. Bye-bye. See you some other time. Ending the class.
सर ने लीव कर दिया क्या?
सर ने लीव कर दी क्लास
रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन है लेकिन अभी भी तेरी कसम मेरी हंसी बंद नहीं हो रही थी यार
एक्सडी
जिसमें तो बिल्कुल लास्ट में सर दक्षिता दक्षिता सर कुछ बोल रहे
ये क्लास लीव हो गई यार और ये रिकॉर्डिंग अभी भी चालू है ये क्या सीन है
हाँ वो सर रिकॉर्डिंग चालू करके छोड़ के चले गए
वाह यार ये तो सही है मतलब अपन चाहकर भी वो नहीं कर सकते मतलब शैतानी वगैरह कुछ भी क्लास में स्पैम नहीं कर सकते कुछ भी
फिजिक्स क्लास स्टार्ट होने वाली 5 मिनट में
बाकी सर प्रेजेंट तो लगाए अपनी
लगा ली ना
कहाँ लगाई
लगा ली सबकी लगा ली
प्रथम दिलीप गवास ने भी लीव कर दी क्लास। स्नेहा शर्मा, हितेश चौधरी, हर्ष, देव शर्मा, अमन सिंह और यू, बस यही है यहाँ पे। बाकी नया बच्चा यू कौन आया है?
यार फिजिक्स की क्लास में आ जा।
लीव कर दें और क्या, लगी होगी अब।